Jane has got to do what she wants to do, which is to bring in Belgian waffles for your breakfast.
Oh, well, I would like that.
Yes,
I would like that, but I have to get to the hospital.
Oh.
You know, in case Tom gets the call through with Duke. I mean, Duke's got to feel real cut off.
I know.
Tom thinks the trial's going to start this afternoon, so I'm going down. I can't let Duke face Lombard without some sort of support.
All right, darling, if you're going to go, I'm Duke's mother now, too, and I'm going to go with you. I don't want any arguments about it. Don't go away. I want to thrash this out. Don't you dare. Yeah. Oh, yeah, wonderful. Hi. Good morning, sweetheart. What a surprise.
Good morning. Mother, I have a favor to ask.
Anything for you, my darling.
Well, it's not for me. It's for Holden.
Oh, well, what kind of favor can I do him when he's far away in London?
Well, actually, he got back here last night and actually came to my place straight from the airport. I want you to be sensitive to what he's been going through because he's coming into the office and he's just exhausted. He was in pretty bad shape when he left my place this morning.
What the hell are you doing here? Why aren't you in England with your wife?
I came here to see Ellie.
Ellie's not here. Neither is Kirk.
Look, as long as I'm here, I think that we should
Get it through your head, Holden. I don't want to talk to you.
Caleb, we can at least try to work things out.
Yeah, like hell we can. You know, I should have killed you when I found you with Julie. But you're not worth spending the rest of my life in jail.
As mad as you are, you can never do something as crazy as that.
Yeah. You just stick around here and see just how crazy I can be.
That was Oakdale's most beautiful mother.
I'm just fine. Nice to see you this morning, Margot. I miss you, too.
You remember Darryl? He's the guy that his wife's flowers got delivered to your room. You remember? He was
Oh,
here.
that's right. That's right. Nice to see you again.
You too. Yeah, I was over at Margot's for breakfast this morning, and I ran into your husband. Since I was coming down to the hospital, they insisted that I stop in and say hello. I hope I'm not intruding.
No. You know Margot? Yeah, Daryl and I go back to our high school days together in Iowa.
Small world, isn't it?
As the world turns. This portion brought to you today by Crisco Shortening. For light and flaky pie crusts, Crisco is the recipe for success.
Caleb, at least hear me out.
You still don't get it, do you, Holden? I hate you. And I will always hate you for what you did to me and Julie. Because of you, Julie's somewhere in New York City. God only knows where.
Wait a minute, you sure that she's there?
Keys, you're all set, bud.
Thanks a lot, Ellie. Here, give me my keys.
Now, wait a minute. Why don't three of us sit down
Ellie,
and talk?
give me my keys. If you want to pamper baby brother, you go right ahead. But I am out of here.
Sorry. I came here to see you. I didn't know that he was going to be here.
He got drunk at the Mona Lisa last night. He crashed on the couch.
Oh, I'm sorry you had to walk in on that. I came here to say congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm happy for you and Kirk.
When did you get back?
Last night.
How's Angel?
Not very good. She won't leave England. She's visiting the Walter Sheridans, which is probably the worst thing that she can do. She refuses to accept the reality that we lost her.
I'm sorry. Is Henry there with her?
No, he flew back yesterday. Angel blames him for losing the baby since he tried to buy off the Sheridans, but they were determined to get her back before that.
Holden, at least you have the comfort of knowing Noelle is with a safe and happy home. Have you talked to Ivan and Seth about this at all?
No, I haven't been out to the farm yet. I stayed at Lily's last night. It's not what you think. I was there trying to explain to her what happened. I was so beat, I ended up crashing out on her couch.
Well, I'm glad you weren't alone.
She's the one who urged me to come talk to you. Do you have any ideas about how I can patch things up with Caleb?
Wish I did. Until you resolve things with Lily, Holden, your life is not going to get back in shape.
Mother, Holden was
so upset about Noelle that he just passed out from exhaustion on my sofa.
Oh, dear, I can imagine the loss of that sweet little girl. That really must have been an agonizing experience. I have filled with sympathy. I shall put on my kid gloves, darling, all right? So I can prove to you that I'm not the ogress you always say I am. Bye, sweetheart.
Listen, I really do have to go, huh?
Okay.
I'll call you later.
All right.
Kurt, she's all yours. I will call you if I hear anything from Duke. I will call you.
I will be waiting for that call.
What about Duke?
About Duke? Oh, family things. John wants us to have, a nice family dinner together.
I don't really buy that.
Huh?
And you know what I find is strange is why John just all of a sudden adopted Duke. Not to mention you're getting in the act. If I didn't know better, I'd think that John may have found out about Philip Lombard and Rosemary Kramer.
You gotta watch that imagination of yours. That's gonna get you in big trouble one of these days.
Good morning, Mrs. Walsh. Kurt.
Good morning, dear. Don't you look pretty?
Thank you.
Oh, Jane. Got a major snafu. Excuse me. Mr. Simpson.
Kirk, I hope Ellie wasn't upset last night when she found us in your private dining room.
No. She knew it was strictly business.
Am I wrong? How are you finding your office? Is it all right, dear?
It's beautiful. Oh, before I forget, I wanted to thank you for the beautiful flowers welcoming me to Walsh. It was a lovely gesture.
The flowers?
Actually, it was my lovely gesture. I meant to tell you, I thought it would be a nice way to welcome Connor. Let her know she's now part of our big, happy family.
Well, I have to run. I want to see Carolyn before they run the tests.
Okay, well, you wish her good luck for me, all right?
Right. It was nice seeing you again, Mrs. Munson.
See you, Dow.
Hello. Hi.
Hi, Fred.
Your friend Daryl seems very nice.
Yeah, he is. Nice guy.
I just can't believe you knew him in high school. Yeah. Daryl and I were quite a thing back then. You dated him? Yeah, until he went off to college and then we sort of lost touch. So it's really nice surprise to see him again, although it's really very sad because unless they can find a cure for his wife's paralysis, they're not going to be able to have children, and Daryl told me that they want that very much.
Hello?
Hey!
Congratulations, Hal.
Thank you, sir.
Are you feeling better?
I'm feeling wonderful. We're going home.
Oh, excellent.
I have a question to ask you. Did you know about this trip that Paul was taking?
Oh, yeah, he told me about it when he was making the plans. But he wanted to keep it a secret, from Emily.
Mm-hmm. Seems that I was the only one who wasn't in on this Paris surprise.
Oh.
Hey! Well, look who's here.
Hi.
Guess who I passed on the way to the nursery? Who? Handsome Harry. You don't
And my
say.
medical opinion has not changed, Barbara. Your daughter's just as beautiful today as she was yesterday.
Oh.
Yeah?
Well, luckily she takes after her father.
Get the phone here. Hello? No.
Barbara, it's me. I left because I didn't want to make things more uncomfortable for either one of us. But I have to talk to you.
Yeah, I know.
Talking down the phone, too.
Well, nice, dude.
You did leave your papers here. I'll bring them to the office tomorrow. No, that would be awkward. Holden's here. I'll explain it all in the morning.
Then you're not doing a thing for my confidence. I'm about to spend $1 million on an industrial, and you're looking like your bird dog died.
Sorry, I just had a few things on my mind.
Let me guess. Lillian Holden.
That obvious, huh?
Lincoln, you've been like a son to me for a number of years now, so I'm going to level with you. I don't know whether Lily and Holden are ever going to get together. But I got the gut feeling that Holden is always going to be first in Lily's heart. So my advice to you is just be patient. Let Lily tell you in her own time. So I know my granddaughter. She won't string you along.
Hey, guys, I'm sorry I'm late. Holden and Caleb ran into each other at the yacht, but Caleb left before it got out of hand. Sorry. It's really sad. I mean, I know Holden wants to try to make things right.
Well, it's just too early. I mean, these boys have just got to back off and let the dust settle and let time heal some of these wounds.
I want you to see some of the more.
Wait, we over at last
Hi,
Hello there.
interrupting. Hi.
No. Where are we starting our meeting? So you have something for Sean?
Yes, I have something for Sean. Franny made her airline reservations for Thanksgiving. So what I did here, I wrote down my class schedule and I figured out which classes I can miss so that we can spend as much time together as possible.
All right, well, come on. We'll put that in the park along with the note we should be in good shape.
Listen, I gotta make the call to Waco before we have this meeting, so.
Okay.
Use Paul's office. All right, I'll be back in a minute.
All right.
Wait, now what are you doing with the competition's newspaper?
I'm just trying to keep up with Lucinda and see what she's up to.
What is she up to?
Well, just take a look. I really don't know.
Hi. What do you want, Frank?
Ellie, I'm looking for Emily Stewart. Is she around?
She's out of town, Frank.
In that case, do you mind if I left a note for her?
Suit yourself.
You want some coffee?
Yeah.
Here, Ellie, did you see this?
No, I didn't see that.
That's the thing on the industrial show, it's got all the budget fees.
Yeah. Great. I just need to go through it again. We need to make copies for Cal so he understands what we're talking about.
Exactly.
Men's in office bringing Duke by today. Jason put his name on a list of witnesses in case we finish jury selection.
Good. So he'll be safe again once he testifies, right?
Well, yeah, unless Lombard decides to go after him for revenge, he may try to send out a message to anyone else who might consider testifying against him. So I'm going to keep Duke under surveillance for a little while longer.
Good idea.
Hi. Well, hey. How you
Hi,
doing?
how you doing?
Okay, so, Mr. Hughes, is it showtime yet?
Well, it's almost showtime. How are things going for you at the safe house?
Okay, listen, how's Leanne and Pop doing?
They're terrific. They're terrific. I told them everything I thought was advisable.
Listen, we're hoping to start the trial this afternoon, so you'll be one of the first to testify, and you'll be back in Oakdale soon.
Okay, great. So, once I testify up on that stand, there's nothing Lombard can do to me, right?
I told you this article was timed perfectly. You can't help but discredit Connie's testimony before the jury.
Don't forget, Philip, that's an Oakdale paper. I'm sure none of the jurors here have read it. You think Connie's going to testify today?
I'm not sure. That's one particular thread I'd hoped to remove. Look, this stays right here. I wanted to get Connie. I almost got her until this snot-nosed kid, Duke Kramer, stepped in and set me up.
What, you mean he was working with the feds? What if this kid testifies?
That's one worry I don't have.
The prosecution's changed the order of witnesses. Your wife won't be testifying up front. Instead, they've listed Emily Stewart and Ellie Snyder.
Relax, Michael. They were both involved with Brock, but none of them knew anything about the family business.
I hope you're right about that. But there's a name here I don't recognize. Who is Ian Kramer Dixon?
Hey, girl, you ready to head back to the station?
Well, I am surprised you could tear yourself away from that beautiful baby.
Well, it makes it a little easier knowing that they're going to be home this afternoon.
That's great. Hey, Carolyn, hi.
Michael, hi.
Listen, I heard you're going to have some more tests this afternoon. Huh?
Yes. Dr. Kozak keeps us really busy, but we have a little break right now.
Oh, good. Listen, Carolyn, I don't think you know my partner. This is Hal Munson. This is Daryl's wife, Carolyn Crawford.
Pleasure to meet you.
Very nice to meet you. I understand congratulations are in order. Please give my best wishes to your wife.
Well, listen, Barbara loves visitors, gives her a chance to show off the baby. Why don't you stop by and introduce yourself? She's already met your husband.
Oh, maybe I will. In fact, I was hoping I'd find him in here.
No, Daryl, last time I saw him, he was still at Barbara's room, actually. Hey guys. Franny, hi. I want you to meet Carolyn Crawford. This is Daryl's wife. This is my sister-in-law, Franny.
It's a pleasure to meet you. Very nice to meet you, too. Thank you.
Dad, I know that Duke has an FBI man trailing him because of Lombard, but I think you should level with me about why he's out of town. I mean, he's my brother. I have a right to know, don't you think?
Yes. Yeah, of course you do. Sure you do. Here. Listen, this is strictly confidential now, okay? Tom has moved Duke into a safe house until he testifies at the Philip Lombard trial. I guess it's the only way that Tom feels secure about Duke. We have no proof of this, but we think somebody may have tampered with the fuel lines in the van the other day. Duke smelled some gasoline when he got into the van. If he turned on the ignition, maybe the whole thing might have blown up.
I didn't know he was in that kind of danger.
Well,
His fuel line.
Hey, John. Andy.
Hiya, Kirk.
Hi, Kirk.
How's it feel to officially be Duke's brother?
It feels great. You missed some party.
Yeah, that's what I hear. I can't believe you guys went through with a formal adoption.
Well, you know, I mean, it's more of a symbolic kind of thing, I guess, to make Duke feel like he's really part of the family.
Excuse me, listen, I gotta go. Courtney's gonna take me to school.
Okay.
I'm gonna track her down.
You give me a call, okay, before you go. Maybe I'll have some more news about Duke.
Good. Okay. See you later, Courtney.
So, where is our favorite orderly?
Well, he took the day off of the hospital. He got a lot of work at school, you know, tests,
Hey,
lab work.
John. Hi,
Yeah.
Kurt.
Margot.
There's someone I want you to meet, okay?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm just waiting for Iva.
Yeah, excuse me. There's somebody I want to talk to you about, too.
But I...
Hey, Kirk.
Hey, Caleb. I didn't expect to see you out of bed until afternoon.
Yeah, listen, I want to thank you for picking me up last night. I appreciate it.
No problem. Why didn't you stay at the yacht and relax?
Well, I couldn't. Holden showed up right after you left. And if Ellie hadn't showed up right after him, I think we'd have trashed your place.
Well, I'm glad you didn't. What are you doing here?
I just came by to see Iva.
Yeah, that's why I'm here. I'm going to go over some grants. I'm early, though. Why don't you go up and see her? I'll wait.
Thanks, Kirk. Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
So I was kind of hoping that maybe you would maybe call the hospital, see if they could speed up these DNA tests, you know?
I will. I will call as soon as I get back to the station.
That would be great. Duke's just going through a hell of a time, and I think it would be a real boost for him, you know, if these test results come back as I think they're going to.
No, Ambrose, my darling, there's no more news, except John insists on going up to the Capitol for the trial to hear Duke's testimony. I don't suppose you can think of any reason to stop him. I knew you'd say that. Holden's here. Finally, I'll get back to you. Bye, darling.
Hello?
Welcome back. I'm very glad to see you. Lily told me about Noel, and I want to express to you I'm very sorry.
Thanks, Lucinda, but I really don't want to get into it. I'd just like to get down to work.
You should know, perhaps, that Henry Lang called me, and he seemed extremely torn up.
Yeah, well, he should be. He came to London and made a bad situation worse.
Oh, I see. Well, I hope that you can control your emotions when it comes to your father-in-law, because naturally I was going to put you in charge of Lang Furniture.
Look, I'd appreciate it if you would just assign someone else.
Well, Olivia has been pacified. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were in a meeting.
Darling, you have very good timing. I think you can help us out with the problem. Holden, this is our newest executive member of the team. This is Connor Jameson, Holden Snyder.
Hi, Holden. It's nice to meet you. I've heard so much about you from Kirk.
Nice to meet you, too.
A historic moment. Good. We're all smiling because you two are going to be working very close together from now on.
Barbara, I remember all the things we talked about that night in Rome when I was trying to help you.
Campari, signore.
Yes, please. That would be very nice. And the telephone, too.
Right away, of course.
Damn it, Barbara, you've been lying to me for months now, but I love you far too much to ever jeopardize our marriage with a lie.
Hal, please don't say that. We can work
I'm
this
not
out.
sure there's anything left to work out.
Don't go. Hal! Hal, don't go! Oh, thank you. Please, Franco. Yes, is Signor Visconti there, please? Oh, I see. Yes, this is Barbara Ryan calling again. Would you please give him the same message that I left before, just to have him call me at my hotel? Thank you.
Excuse me. I don't mean to intrude, but I couldn't help but notice how upset you've been since you've arrived. Is there anything I can do to help? Barbara.
You didn't say anything to Margot, did you?
Of course not. Good Lord, what sort of man do you think I am?
Barbara, are you open for one more visitor?
We'll continue with part 2 of As the World Turns in just a moment. And now part 2 of As the World Turns.
Darling, I didn't know you knew Mrs. Munson.
Well, I never have met officially.
Barbara Munson, my wife Carolyn.
It's very nice to meet you.
Barbara's husband is Margot's partner.
Yes, in fact, I just met your husband in the solarium, and he was the one that suggested I stop by.
Well, that is a coincidence, because knowing that she's a famous fashion designer, I figured you'd like to meet her. I came in and asked if I could bring you by later.
I guess we're all thinking on the same lines, huh? Well, it's very nice to meet you, Caroline.
Thank you. I've admired your designs for a long time, and I hope I get a chance to see your baby before you're discharged. I don't want to get my hopes up too high, but Daryl and I are hoping that Dr. Kozak will decide to operate. Someday we can have our own child.
You know, I was thinking, your mother must have been a knockout.
I mean, you and Barbara are just as gorgeous as little Jennifer Louise.
You know what they have to say about flattery, Dr. McDermott?
Flattery? I'm talking facts here.
Oh,
You're one very beautiful woman, Franny Hughes.
Franny, hi. You know, did I tell you that Sean called when I was at Barbara's and I talked to him? He said he can't wait for Thanksgiving. You want to know about our plans. And he said he's counting the days till he sees us. So, Larry, what are you doing for Thanksgiving? Huh?
Listen, I've got that sports magazine that Chuck likes. It's up in, I finished it. It's up in my office. Why don't we go give it? You can give it to him this afternoon.
Okay, great. I'm sure he'd love it. See you guys later.
Bye.
Yeah, see you later.
Boy, now that Sean's off in Zurich, Larry's really putting the moves on her.
Well, he's just giving her a sports magazine.
Yeah, Today magazine. Tomorrow he's going to want to show off his etchings.
It's too much. Hey, Caleb, what are you doing in town?
Oh, hey, Andy. I just came by to see Iva.
Oh, yeah? Have you heard anything from Julie?
No, not directly, but she did send a gift to Barbara Munson.
Caleb! I've been meaning to drive out to the farm to see your mother. How's she doing?
She's doing real well, but actually she's in Waco seeing Meg and Josh.
Really? Excuse me. Yes, Dr. Dixon. Oh, good. Put him on, please. Tom, how's Duke?
He's okay. We've finished jury selection. The trial's going to start this afternoon. I hope to put Duke on the stand. Tell you what, he's right here. You talk to him.
Hey, Pop. How's Memorial holding up without me?
We're barely surviving. I miss you, pal.
Yeah, me too. Wish me luck. I hope I can just help put Lombard in the slammer for good.
I'll tell you what, I'll wish you luck when I see you at the courthouse.
Pop, you don't have to come here.
Oh, listen, I want to be there, Duke, okay? So don't argue with me. I'll see you this afternoon.
Okay, Pop. Thanks.
Bye-bye, son.
It seems that she called from New York and ordered the gift with a credit card. Lisa offered to hire a private detective to find her, but I'm not so sure that's a good idea.
Well, you could go there yourself.
No, I can't right now. I'm on hold to testify at the Lombard trial. Besides, if Julie finds out that I'm trying to find her, she might just disappear somewhere else.
Yeah, maybe you're right. You know, when Barbara was missing, every time that Paul and Hal thought they'd found her, she'd just disappear again.
Oh, thank you very much. You know, I really shouldn't have come down here like this.
Please, don't apologize. You know, earlier this evening, I was sitting up in my room all alone, feeling pretty much the same way you do right now. I thought coming down here might help, be around some people.
Well, it does. Thank you very much.
You know, when I saw you sitting over here, I was hoping you were another American. Is this your first trip to the Eternal City?
No, I've been here quite often. I designed for an Italian leather goods manufacturer.
I knew there was something artistic about your sense of style, just the way you're put together.
Well, I don't think I'm looking very put together right now. In fact, I must look a wreck.
Not at all. Well, I've enjoyed talking with you, but if you'd rather be alone, I'd be...
No.
Waiter, grab my drink.
Right away, senor.
You
said that you were feeling rather depressed, too.
For weeks now. You know, I used to love coming to Rome. It's so sad to be here and not really enjoy anything at all.
I know exactly what you mean.
Oh, Signor. Thank you. Nice. Great. Why don't we drink to happier times for both of us?
Hi. Look at her. Look at my little niece. You are beautiful. Yes, you are. Hi, sweetie. I'm your Aunt Franny. Hi.
Level with me, Philip. How do you know this Ian Kramer Dixon?
I told you I knew his mother a long time ago. It isn't important, Jim.
That depends on how well you knew her. If Hughes puts him on the stand to offset those infidelity charges you have made against Connie in print, it could hurt our case. Come on, I'm on trial here too, Philip. Now, you said that this kid set you up. How?
I was hoping he could lead me to Connie. See, he isn't sure whether I or a man named John Dixon is his father. I let him think I had proof that I would share with him if he found out where they were keeping Connie. He ran a bluff. Gave me a phony address. We blew up the wrong house.
Do you know what that testimony could do to you in there?
Of course I do. I thought Larkin would take care of him.
You put too much trust in that guy.
Mr. Larkin, to see you.
I am very disappointed in you, Stanley. You told me Wendell could do the job, and now Kramer is testifying. I depend on you to make sure your men carry out my orders.
Boss, by the time I found out Wendell blew it, Kramer was already in protective custody.
All right, I've got another job for you. This is critical. Get the address and phone number of each and every juror. Let's find out who's vulnerable.
So what happens if you don't get a conviction this time around?
Then we'll bring Lombard to Oakdale and put him on trial for the murder of his own son. Now, that could be an uphill battle if we were to lose this one, especially considering Philip's motive for killing Brock is directly tied in with family matters.
Are you saying there's a chance this guy could walk?
Well, Jessica and I are going to do everything in our power to make sure that doesn't happen. By the way, your testimony is going to help a lot. So, hi. Any luck tracking down Duncan?
No, I called the Argus, then Diana Clifford. No one's heard from him. They don't know where he's gone or when he'll be back. As long as he continues this vendetta against Tony, I can't help but worry about him. Listen, did you call Ellie and Emily?
No, but as a matter of fact, I'm going to call Emanate right now. Excuse me.
Well, I think the industrial show will... M&A, Ellie Snyder.
Hi, Ellie. It's Tom Hughes. We're going to start the Lombard trial today, so I'm going to need you and Emily prepared to testify possibly today, certainly by tomorrow.
Okay, I'm gonna have to leave a message for Emily because she's not back. What about Caleb?
No, we're not going to get to him today.
Okay, then I'll see you in a couple of hours. Bye. Oh, guys, I'm sorry I gotta cut out of this meeting. That's Tom. He needs me and Emily to testify. When she calls in, please tell her the message. Yeah, I will.
Good luck, darling.
Yeah, thanks.
See you later,
take it easy. Hi, Cal. Do you have the advertising budget proposal from Waco?
Oh, I left it out at the farm. I don't know where my head is.
Lily Walsh. Emily, hi. I'm
Notes marketing the industrial show are in Paul's office. I'll get them so we can get on with our meeting.
Actually, Tom Hughes called me. He wants you to testify. Exactly.
Sorry to barge in, but I read in the City Times today that the Lombard trial may be starting. I was wondering if Ellie heard anything.
She's on her way to the Capitol right now.
Oh, I'm sorry if I interrupted.
Oh, no, that's all right. Gives me a break from this industrial show they're trying to sell me on.
A lot of major companies are into industrials now, Cal.
Well, that's what they're telling me, but I'll tell you what, costs a lot of money. Casting in New York, Los Angeles,
Wait a minute.
Chicago.
Caleb said to me this morning that Julie may be in New York. If you guys are going to cast out of there, why don't you call up the modeling agencies and say that you want to see young redheads in her age group?
Now, that is a hell of an idea.
Caleb, Hi.
I wanted to talk to Cal, but I'll come back at a better time.
Well, now...
Caleb, wait.
How do you stand to even be in the same room with him? Lord, Lily, hasn't he hurt you enough?
You know, Holden, the solution to this problem might be for you to bunk at my place. I know it'd ease your mama's mind. You wouldn't be bumping into Caleb all the time because he'd know that you were there.
I appreciate the offer, Cal. Thanks.
I'll walk you out. I'll give you the key. Come on.
Cal's offered to let me stay at his place for a while.
I'll see you outside, Holden.
Lord, Lily, hasn't he hurt you enough? Hey, where did everybody go?
Cal, I'll be right back. Like, I want to tell you about Holden coming over to my place last night. He came to tell me about Noel, and he fell asleep on the couch.
Lily, you don't have to explain yourself to me.
No, I do. It's time that I was honest with you and myself about where things really stand with Holden. And you know who I ran into down at the nursery was Daryl Crawford. I know he's got to wonder whether or not he and Carolyn will ever be able to have children of their own, you know?
Hey, girl, I just tried your brother, but he wasn't in, so...
Well, then, he'll probably call you tonight, so...
All right.
Andy, listen. Excuse me, Connie. You got a minute? I'd like to talk to you.
Yeah, sure.
Good. Come here.
Well, I gotta get back to work.
Well, let me walk you out.
Duke may be put on the stand this afternoon to testify, so I'm going to fly on down there to try to give him a little moral support.
Good. That's good, Dad. What about the DNA test?
I don't know about the DNA test. I haven't heard. Margaret said she was going to call the lab to try to hurry them along. I don't know how much good she'll have in doing that, though. But maybe by the end of the day, this whole thing will be settled up and we'll know for sure.
Hey, Courtney. How you doing?
Hi. Good.
Looks as though John and Andy are into something heavy over there, huh?
Yeah, it's probably that, Duke.
Duke, why?
It's just that he heard something that really threw him. That's why he's missing so many classes and out of town now.
Hey, Andy, how you doing? Well, I gotta get back to Walsh. See you later.
All right.
Larry, do you have a sec? I have a medical question.
Shoot.
A client of mine is in the pharmaceutical industry, and he keeps talking about DNA testing. What's that for?
Well, actually, there's several uses for it, but the most common is in criminal cases and paternity suits.
Hey, John, I talked to the lab, and they still don't have the results of the DNA test, so I told them to put a rush on it and call me as soon as they come in. Okay. You wish Duke luck for me, huh? Yeah, I will. Okay, bye-bye.
For you, jelly donuts. Boy, I wonder if Jennifer inherited my sweet tooth, poor thing. Will you look at my desk? Now, this is a disgrace. I don't have a picture of my daughter here.
Oh, please, stop worrying. I will take a picture of you and Barbara and that beautiful baby girl, and I'll send it to the 1 hour photo lab.
That's 1 hour. You're a genius, you know that?
I know
genius.
that.
A genius.
Margo, hey, how you doing?
Caleb.
Listen, I'm sorry to bother you, but I know Lisa told you that Julie had sent a present to Barbara and her baby using a credit card. The credit card was under the name of Julie Wendell. I was wondering if there was any way to trace that.
Well, Caleb, won't the bills come to the farm?
No, see, that's just it. The credit card was under her name only. So she's either had the card all along and didn't tell me about it, or she just got it. But how can she just get a credit card if she's not working?
Well, Caleb, we will look into it and see what we can find out.
Well, thanks, Margo. I appreciate it, because I'm telling you, none of this is making any sense.
So why couldn't we offer Gavin Kruger the same kind of marketing program that Holden carried off with such success with Henry Lang?
Holden?
Well, for one reason, Kruger's not our client. He's with M&A.
Yes, but I understand they're only handling his domestic affairs. Why don't we show him what a company with international expertise can offer beyond the domestic market?
Good thinking. That's the kind of creative thinking that we've got to have around here. We will continue this meeting over lunch.
Lucinda?
Yeah.
I'd like to use part of my lunch hour to move some things out to Cal's, if that's okay.
Oh, all right. But please, before you leave, get the Lang furniture materials to Connor so she can go on with her marvelous ideation.
All right. I'll have it on your desk before I leave.
Thanks. I'll get back to you this afternoon.
Great.
You're going to discover that Holden will be of no use to us at all about Kruger Industries. I'm going to have to rely on you.
Lucinda, Nina Hall has a few questions she needs answers on before she can launch her PR campaign for Simply Barbara.
Connor, don't lose momentum.
Okay. there.
Hi, where's the boss lady?
She should be back any minute. You look a little preoccupied.
Yeah, I'm puzzled. I don't like puzzles.
Well, I've got to get back to my office.
Okay.
Hi, Ellie. Hello, Connor. Hi.
Hey.
I wanted to come by and see you. I have to go to the Capitol. Tom called. I have to testify for the Lombard case. I'm going to be so glad when this is over so Philip Lombard can't hurt anyone else.
Yeah, I wonder.
Wonder what?
Nothing. I'm just thinking out loud. Come here.
Can Montgomery and Associates afford to have employees sneaking away from midday smooching?
I was actually just leaving. Bye, Lucinda. Bye, I love you.
Love you, too.
Where's Connor?
You know, I've spent the better part of this morning putting some very interesting pieces together.
Yes.
Yeah.
5 easy pieces. No.
For example, I noticed that John was very anxious about Duke, and then when I was over at Memorial, I overheard John telling Margot that Duke was having a rough time now, and he's anxiously awaiting results from some DNA tests. And then suddenly Duke disappears, and I understand that the adoption hasn't fixed anything. Is this ringing a bell?
No.
It all adds up, Lucinda. John and Duke are obviously on the ropes about Duke's paternity because they've made the connection between Philip Lombard and Rosemary Kramer, and you're letting this poor kid wander around thinking he's the son of a cold-blooded killer. Now, if you don't go tell John the truth, I'll go to Memorial and tell him myself.
No, you won't do that, darling, because you'll be playing your trump card.
I don't care, Lucinda. You have done some pretty cruel things in your time, and I've helped you do some of them. But this... I mean, this steps over every line. Either tell John or I will.
Well, maybe I don't want summer to be over because that means it's the end of the year. I mean, everything ends.
Well, some things never have to end. I promise. I don't know why I tortured myself in coming out to our special place.
Holden? I saw your car in Cal's driveway, and somehow I knew that this is where you'd be. So I know what you've been going through, so it's time for me to be honest with you.
Darling, are you to take me to lunch?
No, listen, dear. I have to use the jet. I have to get to the Capitol.
Oh.
Duke is scheduled to testify late this afternoon. I was hoping I'd have the results of the DNA test, but no word from the lab.
I don't want you to go near Philip Lombard. I'm very worried.
Well,
when he finds out about the dumb Sunday supplement.
Now listen.
I did.
Listen to me. Once Duke testifies, Lombard's never going to be able to touch us. Right?
John, I'm glad I ran into you again. There's something we need to talk about.
It won't be easy getting that information on the jurors.
Come on, Stanley, grease a few palms. Use a little muscle if you...
Frank Wendell's here.
How dare you set foot in here after bunking the most important job we could have given...
I'm sorry, Mr. Lombard. I thought I had everything covered.
I'm not interested in
There's
excuses.
something I know you're going to want to see. It's the Real City Times Sunday Supplement, the one that was on the newsstands November 4th. I told Stan I'd saw this, an advanced copy, and there was nothing in it about you.
Oh, you and Hal enjoy every moment with your little Jennifer, because these moments, you know, they'll never come back again.
I know.
Are you going to be okay?
Oh, I'm fine. Thanks,
Okay.
Lon.
I'm going to go check in on Caroline Crawford.
You know, you have me at a distinct disadvantage. You know that I'm a fashion designer, but I don't have any idea what it is that you do.
Oh,
Nothing quite so glamorous, I'm afraid.
Well, seems that you travel quite a bit.
Yes, I have. Quite a bit over the last 2 years, except for recently. Actually, I'm chairman of the board of a company called DeWitt Grains and Cereals. Now, I know what you're thinking. I can read your mind. You're thinking that he's awfully young to be a CEO. But I got there through a rather unusual set of circumstances. I used to be a TV sportscaster and a news anchorman.
Now, somehow I believe that.
Will there be anything else?
Another Campari.
No, I don't think so. I really do need to get back to my room. I'm expecting a phone call.
My treat. You know, I want to thank you for this. This conversation really helped me.
That's something we both have in common.
I'll walk you to your room.
Thank you.
I'm more certain than ever that she's ours.
Stay tuned for Guiding Light, next on most of these CBS stations. By Regina Porter. Join us tomorrow for As the World Turns.